Nithyanandam. With all auspicious blessings and grace of my Guru, His Holiness Paramahamsa Sri Nithyananda Swamiji, I welcome you to this video. I started this channel to share the teachings of my Guru, His Holiness Paramahamsa Sri Nithyananda Swamiji. Swamiji is actually reviving the ancient Vedic lifestyle, the lifestyle of living enlightenment, where every human being would radiate just joy and any one of the extraordinary powers, extraordinary Shaktis that is latent inside of us. Yes, I said it's an ancient Vedic technique, not something that is being found now and told as something old. If you look at our Vedas and the Upanishads and the Shivagama, it explains very clearly how man has this inherent extraordinary power, the Shakti inside of him called the Kundalini, and how that can be awakened. There is a specific lifestyle that needs to be followed to be able to radiate and live in the space of living enlightenment. And the Diksha of the Guru is one very important component, and in fact the only component that can help us to live and radiate this enlightenment. Why should I live enlightenment? What do I need it for? I am happy, I have a great life, I have friends, family, the best of cars, the best of the world can buy. Why do I need enlightenment? Why do I need to live it? You're kidding, right? No. You may have everything in life, but what about your inner space? Don't you have conflicts? Don't you have suffering? Don't you have pain? Do you know that man can live without pain, without suffering, without anger, without rage, without depression? It is possible. That is the actual space of man. The quintessential, the pure space of man is to live in the eternal space of Ananda or joy. But why have we so far moved away from our quintessential space today, and we're always either competitively conflicting or going through some suffering or depression or frustration or having so much of self-doubt and self-hatred at our failures, at our successes? Yes, if you look at the most successful people in life and you study them, they are highly depressed. And in fact, a lot of people have come out and say they're depressed. Then what has success got to do with anything? Does success really help you to be happy? Can money buy everything in life? And you also heard the old adage, the old saying that money can't buy everything in life. We may have thought of it, restraining it to something like as simple as relationships. Yes, but what about your inner space? Are there too many conflicts inside your inner space? Is your mind constantly chattering? And then you realize, what am I up to? Why is my mind chattering so much? Why am I torturing myself so much? The unfortunate fact is, over the many decades, we have all lost the science of being able to handle ourselves, which is the science of completion and the science of living enlightenment, which is being revived by my Guru, His Holiness Paramahamsa Sri Nithyananda Swamiji. And this science is given to us by the ancient Vedic seers, the sages, the incarnations who walked on this planet, who lived and radiated this very science to show us all that it's possible. Imagine how beautiful and how rich your inner space will be when you live without conflict, without depression, without sadness, without any kind of, let me say, back to suffering. Can you imagine how your relationships would be? Can you imagine how life would be for you? Falling in love with your highest self, in fact, falling in love with yourself is the first thing that is part of the science of completion, is the very first thing that Swamiji teaches all of us. Because inside all of us, there is the good part, which tends to get buried with outside circumstances, situations, and people, and we think that is how life needs to be lived. But it's not true. Life need not be lived with conflict, need not be lived with suffering, need not be lived with rage, need not be lived with the feeling of being suffocated or feeling that, oh, nothing happens to me in life. You have the power, the Shakti to create the life that you want. But for that, you first need to you first need to have two things. One is a Diksha of a Guru, a living incarnation, who will be with you throughout your life, being the silent support, being the psychological support. And the second thing is, of course, following the signs of completion. Without following the signs of completion, anything that you tend to do will always lead to suffering. You may find material success, social fame, but inside of yourself, there'll be so much of conflict, guilt, pain, and insensitivity. Just for a moment, close your eyes and imagine your life without pain, guilt, suffering, anger. Imagine your relationships without any of these. How would you feel life would be? Imagine yourself living and radiating and expressing the only thing that you love, which is the good side of you. It is possible to create the life that you want, to create the life that you wish, living these principles, the signs of completion. And you will find success not only in the outer world but in the inner world also. If you want to practice the signs of completion, please reach out to me, leave your comments either in this YouTube inbox or on my Facebook page, and I will help you to follow and practice the signs of completion. Please keep watching as I will be continuing this web series on the signs of completion. Thank you for watching. Nithyanandam.